Hello, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Capricorn, and this is going to be for October 2024. If you've seen my readings before or you're new, welcome. Don't forget to, it's a general read, so take the bits that resonate, leave the bits that don't. All right, let's go. Anguish, healing. Oh, I don't know if I can show that on camera. And you've also got anguish. Yeah, anguish and healing. So you've been through something that caused like you to feel mentally, what am I trying to say? You've gone through something really bad. It could have affected your mental health. It could affect you just, you know, depression, all those kind of things. Worry, fear. Maybe you're not sleeping all that well. I just saw the 9 of Swords in my head, like, yeah, just a lot of like obsessive thoughts and feeling like you're always thinking. But you've definitely been doing some healing from that, which is great. And I feel like things have gotten better for you since, because abundance was on the bottom. So I feel like, yeah, you've been doing healing and, you know, that's way too many. You've had to like change your life. Like you've had to kind of do the work on you and kind of try to work on healing from whatever it is that caused you anguish. Can I have one more, please? One more for Capricorn for October 2024. So you've got a whole heap. Let me just see what they are. Okay. So, oh, my throat's being a bit weird. Okay, so it looks like you blocked your feelings, right? You've been trying to kind of keep them pushed down. You've got to be very careful of that though, because you do need to let it go. You need to release that. Otherwise something little is just going to make you explode like a volcano. So you need to stop repressing how you're feeling and stop blocking your emotions about this. And as I said, things have gotten better for you. Like I feel like each lots of cards that just came out, there's a good card, bad card, good card, bad card, good card, bad card. So you went through anguish, but you're doing healing. You're blocking your emotions and everything else like that, but you've got the renewal card, so everything is going to get better. Then you've got destruction and release. So whatever it was completely like changed your life. It completely like, it's like a storm or probably more a tornado more than a storm, but it's like the tarot card. It's made a huge difference in your life. Like your life has dramatically changed because of it. So like a cyclone or a tornado went through and just like destroyed everything that you had. But you are releasing. So as I said, you are releasing all these emotions. You're releasing whatever it was that caused destruction, because you are resilient. And you realize that this is not on you. This was somebody else. It was on them. And it wasn't even like on them. It was just know it wasn't because of you, right? That's what's important. Like, as I said, though, somebody was just like going to combust, right? And also if you continue to block your feelings, or you continue to block your feelings, you're probably going to do the same. You're probably going to just like combust. But as I said, I feel like you are resilient. Everything is going to work out okay. You've got renewal. So you're doing healing. You're moving on from something that completely just destroyed your life as you knew it. But you're rebuilding, right? You're resilient. You're fine. You know, you needed to do a journey inward. You need to still do that probably. To help you grow, do some introspection. Yeah, I feel like whatever you've been through has definitely helped you grow as a person. Yeah. No. Yeah, I feel like this, you had to have faith because it was like there was so much uncertainty here. This was like you were thrown in the deep end and gone, okay, swim. That's unfortunate, but that's the situation, is that you, nose, it was all very, my neck's all like goosebumpy. It was all very, out of the comfort zone for you, which I feel like you didn't really deal all that well with. But, or you normally would, like, you would feel like if someone said to you, how would you feel being in the unknown? You'd be like, oh my God. But I feel like for what you've had to go through, I think you've kept the faith. You've kind of, you've just had to do it, right? You just one step in front of the other. You just keep on keeping on. Emotional release, letting go creates space for new beginnings. Like I said, you needed to let something go. And that's those emotions that you're kind of pushing down. I feel like I feel like you were, I don't know whether you've become more aware of your flaws. I feel like you had to grow from this. Like I said, this whole experience, you've had a huge, like, huge amount of growth from. But I feel like if you don't see that you had a part, because everybody, like, it takes two, right? Oh, nose is so itchy. Sorry, it does that. Either that or I yawn a lot when I do reads. Oh, my nose. Yeah, if you don't accept that you had a part to play in this, then you can't grow from it because you can't improve, right? Whether it's like you have a lack of empathy or whether it's needing to express how you feel, like having an open communication, having that dialogue with somebody, there's something that you need to be made aware of and that will help you grow. But you need to see the flaws that, like, maybe you didn't communicate, or if you didn't really see how the other person was, or whatever it is, right? It's like you just need to know that you both played a part. Like, it takes two. Yeah, there has been, as I said, things have gotten better since this, but yeah, I just feel like, I've got to itch my nose, but I don't want to keep itching my nose on camera. Yeah, I feel like this was all to kind of make you learn so you don't repeat it, but so you become a lot more aware. But I also feel like there could also be new love in your life, because the only thing that can dispel the darkness that you had after, in whatever you've been through with this other person, only light can do that. So good emotions like love, being aware, clarity on what exactly took place, what exactly happened. So yeah, I feel like you definitely become more aware. You've got some sort of clarity. You've accepted or need to accept your part in this. But yeah, you might also have a new love. But whether you can accept that because the new beginning, because you need to let go of your past emotions first. What the fuck did I just say? What did I say? It takes two. What did I just say? It took two. That's what I've just said. Like, it does take two. It's not just on one person. As I said, like, if someone was going through something, for example, and you were not very empathetic and you didn't really want to talk about it or discuss it or whatever your situation was, right? It's like, then you've got to accept your part. And I'm not saying that you made this situation happen, but I'm saying by you playing your part, somebody else chose, both free will, right? They chose what they wanted to do. You chose what you wanted to do, and unfortunately it wasn't to be there for each other because you both just pushed stuff down, which caused this destruction. I also don't know. You've got escape, but it came out in reverse. And upright, it talks about be sure you're getting involved for the right reasons. And love is an emotional escape for you, like I said. But I feel like it's not that you're trying to escape. You're not, this new love that's coming in or that has come in, it's not, I feel like it's not because you feel like you need to escape or be rescued, because I feel like you're okay on your own. For some of you, somebody may have cheated. They may have had a brief affair, and that's what caused the destruction. For those of you that maybe some of you have been are in this like vicious circle of like the wheel of fortune. You just keep accepting the same kind of relationships, even though you might have been in multiple relationships or whatever. It's like for some of you, you possibly keep repeating the pattern. So you also need to grow from that. And as I said, if you're like, oh, it's all them, if you're not taking responsibility for your part, then that's not going to help you grow. And you're going to keep on getting more of the same. You are going to have or feel passion for this new person. Yeah, you definitely went through a separation. I feel like you need to let go of the fact that somebody had free will and you had a free will. Like, you can't hold on to whatever control issues that you possibly have. But yeah, this is going to be, passionate. There is that like affection, and this person could be your soulmate. You may be calling in your soulmate. You might feel that your other relationship wasn't your true love. or that it wasn't going to last a lifetime. Toxic relationship, codependent. As I said, there might have been fighting, misunderstandings, something that triggered the other person to do something. Jump out. Thank you. Surrender, letting go. As I said, you need to let go. You need to just release the emotions that you feel from like pushing them down, letting go of, and also feel like, you know, give up the arrogance of it's all them. Some, as I said, with the vicious circle, for some of you, you may have, the other person may have felt like the grass was greener. Like I said, like for some of you, they could have cheated. But it looks like there was some sort of divine intervention. You could have been married to this person, but something was, if this person cheated or did something wrong to you, it's like it's coming out, and there will be some legal matters such as divorce, that kind of thing. But yeah, the divine intervened because, which is this destruction, right? Something needed to happen so that something could change, and that's what's happened. That's exactly what happened. So somebody was doing something wrong in your relationship, in your marriage, then we don't always know everything, and the divine does. So tell me more. You've got ambivalent. Never heard of that word in my life. It says, you say you want to love her, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want. For some of you, this could be the other person. This could have been you with this other person. This could be you now. Past trauma. Some of you, for some of you, you walked away from a situation where you feel like this person didn't support you, or someone walked away. It might not even have been you. It might have been this person. But somebody here walked away because they feel like they weren't being supported emotionally. Maybe they felt like you didn't love them fully. But this ambivalent could also be because of that. Like, as I said, past trauma, heal your past traumas. And for some of you, you may, because you were cheated on or lied to, it's like, oh, there's no good ones out there. And you tell yourself this, which is not a benefit at all, I'm going to say. For some of you, this may actually, that's actually quite bad to say, because you're going to attract more crap. You need to really just, I guess, do the healing on you, and don't with the negative. You've got hammer in reverse. Yeah, for some of you, like whoever, like I feel like all of you really, you don't really want to rebuild with this person. You don't want to work on it. You don't want to go through any of this again. Yeah, I feel like there was definitely like a lack of, maybe this person feels like they were more of an empath, you were more of like the opposite. You weren't necessarily very empathetic. Um, so maybe you weren't very understanding, like I said before, of whatever they were going through. You weren't there to emotionally support them. I think that's come up 3 times now. So maybe that's something to work on. Destructive habits. I feel like there could have been some toxic thinking, like negative thinking or negative kind of toxic behavior. Somebody could have had some sort of addiction, or if they didn't have an addiction, they may have had some sort of destructive habits. But I don't feel like it was an addiction. I don't feel like somebody took something all of the time, but they could have had very destructive habits. Or something led to, maybe they didn't know that. No, I don't know. Because I don't feel like it was like an addiction that they chose. Like it wasn't like they chose to gamble, chose to drink, chose to sleep around, chose whatever. I mean, okay, they did with the sleeping around, if that's what happened with you. Free will, but maybe they never actually admitted that they have an issue. But if you're not empathetic, you probably didn't even notice. Okay, can I have some cards, please, for Capricorn? All right, so the first card you have is the 10 of Pentacles, right? You feel like that you have this happy family. You felt like you had peace, contentment, financial security. Like, you know, as far as like if anyone had have asked you, you would have thought everything was fine. You know, you had everything, possibly kids, possibly grandkids, possibly some sort of happy life, right? Peace and contentment. You went from that to all of a sudden having a broken heart. So let me find out more about this 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands in reverse. Somebody could have felt weighted down by their responsibilities. This person could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like somebody, though, was resistant to the change or felt like they had a lack of energy when it came to this. Like they no longer had any kind of willpower. They no longer had that kind of desire to, or that inspiration to continue. Maybe there was some sort of distraction for some, like I said, maybe somebody else. So you, and also you possibly might not have wanted to have obviously this to have ended, right? Because if you were thinking everything's fine and then all of a sudden it's not, and then that's when you then have the Three of Swords. That's when you then go through heartbreak, great sadness that will heal with time, but you need to let go of the past. You also need to do that personal growth from what you've been through, healing any misunderstandings. Too many. I feel like also yeah, this definitely, I feel like, really broke your heart. Ten of Swords, yep. Deep wounds, loss, betrayal, crisis, like I said. And the Fool in reverse as well. Chaos. Somebody being very careless. You really do need to take some time to heal, though. You've endured something like painful. You have wounds as the result, and now it's going to take time to heal. We can't change the past, but we can definitely, learn from it and grow from that experience. Put the past behind you. I feel like somebody definitely felt, Five of Swords is like toxic situation, right? You might have felt betrayed if this person cheated on you. You may, this person may be a gambler. They may take risks. They may have questionable motives. Maybe they lacked integrity, but for others, maybe it's more just something. Let me think about that for a minute. Read all my cards in the meantime. Five. Tell me more what that Five of Swords is. Maybe it was just that you were very codependent, like it was quite a toxic relationship. Five of Cups and the Two of Swords. There's definite heartbreak, trauma, grief, sadness, anger. Yeah. I guess I said this to Virgo just before as well. Like, whatever you've been through, look at the silver lining, right? You need to look at it, well, at least I found out. If this person cheated on me, at least I know, and then, and I'm out of it now. Like, imagine if I'd been with the person for 40 years or whatever. Maybe I might have, lucky I wasn't with them for 100 years, whatever the, like, even if you've been together forever, it's like, well, at least I found out now. And my kids are older, or I don't know, whatever the silver lining is for you. I feel like you could have thought, if I avoid whatever situation that I had with this person, right? I feel like if I could have pretended it wasn't like everything's fine, like everything's perfect, then It would be. Like, you just, I don't know whether you're very naive, but it was like, it was a way to avoid um, accepting that that's going to be the situation. Like, if you could avoid the issue, it would go away and you'd be fine and you can get back to being happy. Like, unfortunately, that's very naive and it was never going to happen. I feel like also you could have felt very confused as to why this happened. But then you've got the Seven of Cups. Somebody then made a choice. Stop over analyzing, I guess, why they made the choice. I guess you need to like forgive and move on, let go, move on. Know that this person had an addiction, and whatever their addiction, like, they played their part. This is the outcome. And it's like, stop over analyzing why they did what they did, because it's really not going to get you anywhere. The only thing you can really do is just keep on working on you, really. And as I said, not with the arrogance, with the realizing that it takes two. Accepting your faults in this. Like, maybe that your fault was the fact that you avoided the issue because you hoped it would go away and it didn't. Somebody could have had a illness, they feared suffering, they were trying to avoid a disaster. It's like you tried to do everything to keep it from reaching that kind of boiling point, but I guess whatever happened, happened. It can be difficult, but you will be fine. With the Tower card, I mean, that's like this total destruction, like I said. So somebody didn't want to suffer. They wanted to avoid a disaster. Maybe they have an illness, so maybe they tried to avoid issues so that it would, if they avoided it, it would go away. Maybe you did. I don't know. You might also be having a very you might be having a bit of a hard time kind of accepting responsibility, or some half of the responsibility, really. I feel like there could have been a lack of passion. There was no motivation. Nothing could make this better. But yeah, I do feel like there was this whole avoidance. But it's like time to let go of the pain, recover, forgive, you know, the sadness, let go of that, and explore a new path in life. One with, like, you've got to have the growth, as I said. And you've got the Ace of Wands, which is, you had Ace of Wands in reverse here, where you really were resisting the change. And it's like, now now you've realized that there's nothing more you can do. As I said, one step in front of the other. You're just having to let something go. I do feel like, though, you need to... I feel like a major lesson, and I keep replaying it in my head, is that avoiding issues won't make them go away. And I might even call the video that, actually. Because it's something you need to learn. It's something you need to let go of, or you need to work on, so you can also let go of the hurt and the pain and the sadness and anger and all those things. You know, your part maybe was that you did try to avoid it. Maybe you needed to be more empathetic and more supportive to the person. I don't know. I don't know your situation. But yeah. I just picked a card. Be real, not perfect. That's all you can be. That, you know, you can't expect everything to be perfect and with anyone. It is just, all you can do is just be real, be you. But there's nothing wrong with making a better you by you learning something. So maybe, yeah, stop avoiding issues. All right, that is what I have. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.